The last bus always came at 11:47 p.m. Everyone in the town knew that. It didn't matter if it was snowing, storming, or dead silent outside. The bus would arrive, stop for exactly 30 seconds, then leave. But nobody ever talked about who drove it. Marek had just moved to the town a week ago. New job, cheap apartment, quiet place. Too quiet maybe. That night, after working late, he found himself alone at the bus stop at exactly 11:46 p.m. No cars, no wind, not even the hum of distant electricity. Just silence. Then, right on time, he heard it. A low, rumbling engine approaching from the darkness. The bus rolled into view slowly, headlights dim, almost like they were struggling to stay on. The doors creaked open. Marek hesitated. Inside, the bus was empty. No passengers, no driver. "Hello?" he called out, stepping onto the first stair. No answer. The interior lights flickered weakly. The air inside smelled wrong. Damp. Like old clothes left in a sealed room for years. He leaned forward, peering toward the front. The driver's seat was empty, but the steering wheel moved, just slightly, as if something invisible had adjusted it. Marek froze. The doors slammed shut behind him. The bus jerked forward. "Hey, stop!" he shouted, rushing toward the front, but the aisle suddenly felt longer than it should have been. Each step he took didn't seem to bring him any closer. The windows had gone black. Not dark, black, like thick paint had been smeared over them. He turned back. The seats were no longer empty. People sat there now, dozens of them, perfectly still, their heads tilted downward, faces hidden. Marek's breath caught in his throat. "Hello?" he whispered. One of them moved. A woman in the second row slowly lifted her head. Her face, it wasn't a face anymore. Just smooth skin stretched over where her features should be. No eyes, no mouth, no nose. More heads began to rise. All the same, faceless. They turned toward him in perfect unison. Then, at once, they stood. Marek stumbled backward, slamming into the front barrier. "Stop the bus, stop!" The steering wheel spun violently on its own. The bus accelerated. The faceless passengers began walking toward him. Slow, stiff, unnatural steps. Then he heard it. Her voice, right next to his ear. "You weren't supposed to get on." Marek whipped his head around. The driver's seat was no longer empty. Someone was sitting there now. Thin. Too thin. Their body bent at angles that didn't make sense. And their face, it wasn't missing. It had too many. Eyes stacked over eyes, mouths twitching and whispering over each other. "You took a seat," the thing said, all its mouths moving out of sync. "Now you ride to the end." The bus suddenly lurched to a stop. The doors hissed open. Outside was not the town anymore. There was no road, no sky, just a vast, endless dark, and something moving within it. Slow, massive, waiting. Marek turned back.